Hey guys, what's up? It's Carmela Maniac. If you're new to my channel, sit down, chill, and hang out with me for a little bit, because today I'm going to be reviewing and breaking down American Girls by Harry Styles. And this song is off of his new album called Kiss All the Time, Disco Occasionally. Now, I know I have reviewed another song off of this album before called Aperture, but I don't care. And before we get started, I just wanted to remind you guys to maybe hit that like button and smash the subscribe button, or vice versa, even if you don't agree with my take, because we can all agree to disagree. Hopefully. Because I'm not saying I'm an expert, I'm just giving you my honest opinion of the song. First off, what's the obsession with like American boys and American girls? We got Pink Pantheress talking about you can be my American boy, and Estella's talking about you will be my American boy, and now Harry has like a whole song about it. Anyway, so this song is a little unusual because it makes me feel weirdly sad and creeped out. And that's mostly because of the melodies and instrument sounds that Harry is using. In the beginning, for example, there's this extremely distorted, screechy synth that acts as like the pre-intro. And it is a little unsettling, but it's not that bad because it also makes me think of the intro to Starboy, a song by The Weeknd. So it's not like that out there. Or Castle by Halsey. I bet you kids don't even know who Halsey is. Anyway, another example of instrument sounds that make me feel very weird is the piano that starts out this song officially. It's like really weirdly, sadly haunting, and it's extremely unsettling for me. It's got like so much reverb on it, making it so echoey and sad. The reverby piano makes me feel like I'm drowning underwater in a bad way. Not that there really is a good way, but you know what I mean. And then to add on top of the unsettling piano, there is another synth that plays in between the piano that's also super weird and unnerving. There's just so many weird, reverby, badly atmospheric sounds. Because usually atmospheric is good, but in this song, it's like bad atmospheric. Like haunt, scary atmospheric. Now, one of the most prominent things in this song to me are the bass hits. And the bass hits usually on every quarter note beat of the song, meaning it's a steady hit on the main pulses of the song. So when you're, bobbing your head to a song, whenever you like bob your head, that's when the bass hits. And these bass hits make the beat a little bit more primitive. And this bass hit basically drives the whole rhythmical aspect of the song. Except for in certain spots, especially towards the end, where a second synth bass comes in on top of the other one and adds a little bit more depth to the rhythmical aspect. And these parts might honestly be my favorite parts of the song, just because there's a little bit more going on. Because the extra synth bass doesn't just go off of the main bass hit, but adds things in between those hits, making it more rhythmically interesting. Now this song really does feel like it has endless synths, and one of those synths plays more in the background and sometimes sounds like it's playing dissonant notes compared to everything else, which definitely adds to my unease. But it's like super subtle and panned all the way to the left side, so it's like slowly and endlessly creeping up on you from the left side, like behind you, and it causes me anxiety. I don't know, man. And it doesn't help the way that Harry sings in the beginning of the song. He sings all deep, and he's like panned and mixed to where he sounds like he's coming from all around you, not just in front of you or on your sides, but like all around you. It's like he's watching you all the time. It just makes everything sound even more creepy and sad. Now once the first chorus starts, the unsettling factor goes away just a little bit, because the piano goes away, and the synth that creeps up on you from your left side that I was talking about earlier kind of takes over as the main melodic element. So these parts sound a little bit more normal, since that synth is not colliding with anything else with its potentially dissonant notes. I've known you for ages, it's all that I've heard. However, as the song goes on, it just feels like it's getting louder and louder and kind of becomes annoying to me personally. It's almost like it's a mosquito just like creeping up on you from your left forever and ever, and it's only in your left ear and your left ear only. Now, as I was talking about earlier with how the song is just a little bit simple on the rhythm side, the drums add a good amount of depth to that, but are pretty light until the second chorus hits, when there's like an actual snare added into the drum pattern. And there it just feels a little bit better and a little bit more grounded maybe. It's also a little bit more bumpin', you know? Because when the main beat was made up of just like this one bass hit on every quarter note, the song felt a little extraterrestrial, a little out of this world. So because of the more fleshed out drum pattern and other things, the second half of the song feels much better to me. Until that dang piano comes in to haunt us for like one chord at the end of the song. And another synth that is in this song
actually makes things sound less creepy and is
made up of short notes and is on like an arpeggiating pattern. And yes, if I didn't know any better, I would describe it as a bunch of beeps from like a number pad in like a sequence. But when that short note synth is paired with everything else, and especially in the end when it becomes super detuned and filled with reverb, it gets all scary again and it's ruined. This song and its weird, dissonant, unsettling synths feels like it belongs in a horror movie soundtrack. It reminds me of the soundtrack for the movie called Annihilation. A great film you should watch, especially if you get creeped out by like the unknown, or creeped out by a film with a really good unorthodox soundtrack. Especially this part here, it has like the same vibes. You know, maybe that's why this song feels so scary to me, is because it reminds me of the movie Annihilation, or films like that, or just unsettling films. Because like, inside tangent here, I get creeped out with movies that are like the unknown, that have to do with like the unknown, like this movie Annihilation and or Interstellar, like especially the bookcase scene. No spoilers, but if you've seen it, you know. If you know, you know. Ugh. But like movies like The Nun, easy peasy lemon squeezy. Back to Harry Styles. This whole album of his, Kiss All the Time, Disco Occasionally, feels almost too comforting to the point where it's creepy. And while I was listening to the song, I was like visibly cringing. I didn't like it. I have to say, the last album that Harry released, called Harry's House, is a little bit better in my book, and that might be just because of the genres that he was using in that album. It was almost like indie funk rock and like a beach house type vibe. And it's got a great vibe, especially for like the summertime. And this Kiss All the Time album is definitely more like electronic dance music influenced, but like not all the way, in like a weird derivative way. I will say it is not my favorite. And it's weird because I am a big fan of electronic music, so theoretically I should like this album. I don't dislike it, I just don't like it. And I know people are gonna come at me because people are not allowed to have their own personal opinions. I'm being sarcastic. Anyway, I'm not really a fan of this song because it creeps me out. But maybe that was the point, so kudos to Harry for that. There's too many weird noises and sounds and sad and creepy pianos and vocals. Maybe the whole point of the song is that American girls are creepy. So I'm gonna give the song a 7 out of 10 on the millimeter. But you know what is a good song? As It Was. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this review, or even if you didn't, agree to disagree, remember? Agree to disagree. Consider subscribing to the channel. Tell me what you guys thought of American Girls by Harry Styles in the comments below. Keep listening and I'll talk to you guys later. Did you subscribe yet? Even though I didn't really like this song by Harry Styles because it creeped me out, but it's okay because we can all have our own personal opinions.